Can they do it here today?
That's what we're all wondering about. You know, the head-to-head between these two teams, it's been 0-6 for Talon so far ever since 2023, but this is the best iteration of Talon yet. I have a feeling that could change today.
And they are in the green week. If we're going red light, green light, they are in the green week. So this should be a dub for them, you would expect. The pistol round strength for Talon is seen there. They continue on this rampage, and they also start on the attacking side yet again here in this one, where they did against DRX. When DRX picked this map, it was 9-3 on the attack. It was brilliant from Talon, but it's PRX we're talking about, and they've already spotted out what's happening at C.
You also already do have Forsaken beginning his journey down to the back, setting up the flank. Still, though, Talon have the sight now. You've got the Thorns going off, just trying to stall and hold.
This is quick, but Killer, he's going to be watching for it. No plant just yet. Set up the post-util from Cruz as well. Forsaken's just going to reveal himself in a 5v5 post-plant.
Yeah, Refract has gone off. He's got to check for the corner. Killua actually managed to take him down, so now numbers advantage for Talon, and they're also holding down Garage still.
They know where something's coming from. He's got to probably gate crash into the back of side here. Has a blind side available, but 28 HP, getting in.
Oh, quick on the cam. Still so many targets to work around. He has no idea about the C long flank. Considers it. It's way too low. Still lands the first headshot, but onto the tap. A slight whiff from Cruz. 5 HP.
Oh, the grab net goes in. Dodged.
So close. And look at the reposition. Running out of time, though. Manages to land the shot. He's looking for the kills at this point, which might be good, but still Cruz tucks away neatly. Both of them go off to the spike, and Talon pick up the pistol.
Oh, nearly got a consolation ace at the end there. Something. He is a massively scary player when it comes into it. I mean, Talon, you've heard from them before. The team is extremely excited to play against PRX. They always are, but they also recognize how much of a Titan force PRX are, that they have to be on their A game. They probably need to be on their S game right now, especially if something is coming out with this 3 1v1s that he's winning. It gets close at the end. If Cruz had died in that dark cover, potentially could have dropped the round, but the pistol, nevertheless, to Talon. And PRX just taking the knee in this round in the anti-eco.
And keep something away from his dimensional drift. Still, though, it's a 3-2 split right now for PRX. Talon reads it, and they're just gonna strafe or kind of strut themselves in the B site.
Easy does it. Got some Guardians that you can play long distance, got some Stingers that you could leave in the site, and a Marshal for Premi that can start to farm up some points. Not going to have access to a dimensional drift online early that we've seen a lot before. That's quite awkward with the shots.
Still, though, Kilo will be able to stabilize, landing 3 in a row. Now off towards the side of C-Link, which is where PRX are trying to maybe look for the exit frags.
Yeah, maybe just don't want to give any more frags over towards Killua here either.
Wow. Well, that's free hot. Maybe? Says the cage goes off, but Premi's beginning his hunt as well. Pat will land the right click onto Jit Boys. Another shot onto Premi 2, which isn't too bad. Killua, you've got the gun. Surely you keep on to it.
Không đem máy tính ra mấy cái tiệm PC á, cho nó coi giùm, trả phí cho nó thôi. Nó có linh kiện nó lắp cho em, nó test từng bộ phận nó dễ hơn. Hiểu không? Chứ giờ kêu nó test từng món vậy thứ bà. Cứ mỗi lần gửi một lần gửi là thấy bà luôn. Mình lên màn hình là auto tắt màn hình nè. Em lâu em vệ sinh khe RAM chưa?
VCT Pacific Stage 2, the initiator force has generally been a little bit down pat in a lot of the fragging departments. Killua is actually a slight outlier alongside Ash from Gen G. Those are the two
cái loại kiểu nó lên
initiators at the moment.
Nó lên xíu nhưng mà nó không lên win thì có thể là một là hư win.
Is quite a sign for the force of Talon who are getting into the C site immediately, but maybe not.
Ê. Ôi, Duyên sinh tồn được mà. Duyên sinh tồn được tới phút cuối mà. Ê, anh bay quậy tiếp. Làm được. Biết rồi, biết ao lo đây à. Rồi, phải mặc áo bà red chứ.
Yeah, the sheer wall as well that you got to contend with over at that C site. You got Divide fragging, you got something fragging. A little bit awkward on Forsaken for the waylay, but you were just kind of expecting that he needs to warm up a little bit, right? It's been a hot minute since we've seen him on the waylay, unlike some other players here that are putting in some good reps like yesterday in RQ and the day before, for example. Just going to have to reel in where you want to be playing that one. Do like for Cruz, of course, getting that sensor for the expected window drop in the garage as well. So we're starting to formulate some good utility positioning and good shots from both of these teams in the server. So a lot of people are excited for this series today. It's garage control yet again, though, right now for Talon. And Forsaken's just going to be slotting himself in the same corner. Only the light speed to bail him out.
Pause this time, though. Prowler doesn't see anything outside of B.
Something one off the dimensional drift, just holding down sewers at the moment, too. Very silent around the map. Incentivizes PRX to get a little bit hungry. The dinosaurs are looking for their first prey. Might actually be Killua here. And he's dinked on down low.
Goes in for the chase.
Hello, anh em mới vào stream nha.
It also means the seaside is now open.
Yeah, and it's a silent approach from Talon too. I'd be very excited to see them push spawn a little bit. Devi has already relinquished control of the site. He's looking the wrong way. He's thinking that the garage play might still be there. It's all down to the damn timing. And a neural theft in for Chip Boys. All the information for Talon now.
Spots them all around B. Oh, the spams though.
Overcommitment. Pushed in towards spawn as the plant goes down.
Thigh out from garage. Got the flashes in as well. PRX needing to play safe and true, but it's not happening yet. Forsaken still on the flank. Something.
Got the drift now as
Tôi
well.
được quy phòng vụ nên em về showroom trong nó phán cho CPU hoặc cho men. Cái đó bảo nó lắp CPU bên nó vào vô lên bình thường. CPU nó thì lên bình thường à. Chỉ đi bảo hành CPU thì báo không vấn đề.
So Talon come away with a pretty decisively clean round, all things considered. Great decision making and adjustments to come out from them. Killua could have lost his life, could have gone for the duel, could have tried to challenge Forsaken, but just playing on the respect line when he gets dinked. And for Talon to just recognize their force of 4 through the garage into the site. I'm thinking to myself, right, you've got to kind of take the space at that spawn point. You can't
rồi giờ chỉ còn cách là cầm con CPU của em ra tiệm khác á. CPU với cái men á, ra tiệm khác nhờ người ta chết. Thì trả phí cho người ta thôi, phí công thôi. Tại ta cũng đâu bảo hành cho mình đâu. Mình cần mình chết coi cái lỗi làm cái gì để mình đem đi bảo hành.
Also one gap that PRX had and Talon just exploited it completely.
Yeah. This is why I kind of make mention a little bit earlier on in this series to the attacking side against DRX that Talon came out with. And even then, when they flip towards the defensive side,
cái là linh kiện em mua lẻ mọi thứ nơi cho nên hơi khó khi mình bảo hành á. Mua cùng một chỗ thì được. Mỗi nơi khác. Talon mới giờ làm 3-1 rồi. Ảo vậy.
They're still winning the map the other day. It's a massively ridiculous scoreline, but what else is ridiculous right now is the saved operator. Something is finding these good duels so far. For now, a 3 versus 5 for Talon.
Still though, another gap and Talon have managed to slip into the B site. Does Forsaken
anh nghĩ là không phải cho men em đâu.
Quick check. That kind of confirms information, but how do you retake now?
Oh, Premi needs to go a bit nuclear here.
Khả năng cao là nó có thể liên quan tới nguồn á. Điện cấp.
See if Jing is able to find back the 1v1. Talon knows they have to hold out closer towards A-Link because they have the wall on the other side, but still, the kill's coming through something. Uses the clone and goes up close.
Hey.
It's the shorty kill at the end of 4K. And
má anh Thịnh hôm nay bắn căng đây dữ à.
The operator there on the tandem plays with his teammates. I mean, the first one with Forsaken, the other one's around C just then where, well, he's going to lose his brothers in arms, but it doesn't really matter. He's getting all the shots collected. Bit of a roughie for Talon. I mean, I'm even looking at an angle that you can dimensional drift in for the retake there if you want. Defiant was one away from the Steel Garden. Unfortunately for Premi, yeah, he gets the first frag, but he kind of blindsides himself a little bit in the end as well. It's a bit rough. And then something just getting up close and personal with the shorty. So we flip it on over. Could have been a 4-1 scoreline, now 3-2. A little bit more
of a
contest towards Talon's scoreline, and they're going to have to drop down to Stingers here.
Đúng vô win là tắt ngẫm, có khi nào nó tắt sớm hơn hay trễ hơn không?
So you still pay some respect to these Stingers.
Oh, massively. I mean, we've got 4 on the side of PRX. We've got 3 already available for Talon, 1 away from Premi.
Oh, the refract. Must have heard it. Instantly goes back, but Talon will rush.
Seaside is technically open. They know that something is here. An escape strategy. He might even need to go into the drift himself, but gate crashes away. Site going to be completely cleared, and something noted towards spawn. Combo that with the Hunter's Fury.
Ui, hay à, bắt hai. Dạ. Something anti lấy thông tin. Thông tin nè, bà lai nè, mù không? Không mù rồi. Phát Talon lộ liễu quá.
Now it's a 1v3.
And Ty has picked up a Vandal here.
Stuck on the site though. You try to play around the barrier mesh. Can you land the shots? You get the first one, but there's still two more skulking around your back. Something with the shorty again!
Unfortunate for Ty. Has the 1 versus 3, has the isolated angle against Jing. Just crosshair placed a little bit too high. He gets dinked in the battle as well. Game gonna be tied up right now.
Cảm giác hai team này bắn quá hiểu nhau nha. Vậy đây đi. Hai team này bắn kiểu giống như là hiểu ý nhau cực kỳ luôn á.
Just doesn't work out. It's a great idea to try and abuse Forsaken when he's been putting these refracts really close to his body when he goes for these fights. That's how you make those stingers start to sing. And a couple of those angles that is individual.
Với lại á, các bạn phải biết á, là bây giờ tâm thế của hai team này bắn rất là thoải mái. Ai cũng đi champion hết rồi. Cho tới đây là đi champion rồi. 4 kiểu có lót đi champion rồi cho nên là người ta không quá bận tâm rồi nữa. Bắn cái này cũng đâu có tiền thưởng đâu các bạn. Bắn Pacific không có tiền thưởng nha. Tôi không biết có hay không nhưng mà tôi nghe nói là bắn Pacific không có tiền thưởng. Bắn champion thì có. Champion với Master thì có. Đường bắn khu vực thì không có.
Not even spotted in the server just yet this round. The hunt is on. They want to clip the wings of Talon in this round, convincingly so. Build up some economy, build up some strength. We have no weak Paper X today. They are not.
Talon phải thắng mới được đi rồi. Ôi, Talon phải chạy hạt á, chứ PRX có vé đi rồi.
Talon just completely caged in at that point. I mean, how do you deal when Paper X are just pushing out on so many different fronts?
The problem is right now, something is just.
Anh Thịnh giờ gặp cái áp lực quá mà, đi đâu cũng khó.
We're seeing no scarcity in the server from Paper X. They are getting very antsy for these duels in the very beginning. Okay, it wasn't a pre-fire from Patman. It was tap, and he's just had the bullet walked into.
He's a tap dancer. I've seen him do it before.
Well, unfortunately, Talon are looking like they have 2 left feet currently with the way that Paper X are shooting here. 3 rounds in a row, aggressive towards the A site yet again, but once more something with the operator.
Ôi, yếu rồi.
Still has to get crash out too. He repeats and gets the kill.
Second bite of the cherry, Killer expecting that something would get off the line.
Có cho Talon rồi. Mẹ Something giờ đang cầm ốc quậy giác quá mà.
Timing from Jit boys, but Talon hover around the A site.
And Devi is here. He's got his arcros on the wall, but they start to peel away a little bit. This is an
PRX với lại kia là có loss rồi nè.
Forsaken.
T1 có chúng ta.
Over at the C site that no one was there. Should have allowed Paper X to stay towards this A site a little bit more prominently, but they don't. So now it's this 4 versus 3 hold in the post for Talon.
Potential ways to get in.
Yeah, Convergent Pass is actually going to be quite nice here if Forsaken wants to use it.
Something possibly looking for range with the shorty as well, but no more gate crashes. Just going to have to go in for it. There goes Forsaken, but straight first into hell. Now Primy gets the other. Something has to save.
Oh, but he can do some damage. Overzealousness from Primy there. You need to be holding your weapons for Talon. It's a nice idea from Forsaken to put out the hinder towards default and try to light speed in, but unfortunately, Cruz is just going to have that sensor.
Theo tinh thần người bắn thoải mái lắm. Bắn không phải vấn đề nữa. Bây giờ bắn chủ yếu là cứ coi như lấy hạn, lấy danh dự, lấy điểm thôi. Hình như là vô địch sẽ đi giờ thẳng luôn, không bắn vòng loại sao?
I think we need to see some adjustments from Talon around how this operator is being played from something. They need to have a couple more early investments from somebody like Killer on the Sova. Get that drone, get that dart before you put your bodies on the line. When you don't have the drift or the clone going in first, for example, for Primy. It's kind of the only avenue that you've got. I mean, one would argue Jip Boys on the camera as well could do the same thing, sure.
Quick entry from Forsaken then.
Các bạn nhìn thấy PRX bắn đúng chiến luôn. Tinh thần thoải mái cực kỳ luôn mà. Nhìn bắn rất là thoải mái luôn á.
Yeah, that was a really quick one on towards Killer, but for Ty, I think a little bit more impressive to quickly get that trade. Love the light speed over towards Long to come out from them to dispatch of Primy. Very unexpected. Forsaken got in there and then got out. And they want more.
Convergent paths in. There was a paranoia invested as well. They are all completely hindered.
Tôi nói thiệt chứ PRX mà bây giờ mà vô được Pacific này cộng thêm vô champion nữa là một năm PRX vô là hết tất cả luôn mà. Master Toronto với Master Toronto, champion Paris với lại Pacific. 3 giải tôi vô được trong một năm.
Now it's double peaks. No chance for Talon in this round. They might have had the 4v5 from before, but unless Cruz finds the frags, it's not going to happen. Forsaken with a 3K.
Chọc rồi. Không, nãy giờ thằng Red nó không được bắn mà. Chọc rồi, 1-6. Không được chơi game nãy giờ. Đúng kiểu farm clip mà, thuần farm clip.
Been a little bit since we've seen PRX on this map, right? It's not a map that they generally look to go towards, but they're kind of having fun in the server by the feelings that we're getting at the moment watching this one.
Played this from the first week against T1. There was another against DFM.
I mean, that T1 one was the first series in the first week that they're coming out essentially fresh off the plane. It's the first map and they're getting overtimes in there. The second occurrence against DFM still in the first week, so they've only played this map in the first week of this stage. Same composition with the Waylay Yoru. They got 2 wins. One convincing, one not so much, but they got wins nonetheless. Just got to remember what is successful for them, what can be convincing. And this tight-knit affair between the two teams at the moment from SEA.
Bên công mà mua up thì chơi kiểu gì vậy hả? Trời, bên công mà mua up thì nó còn gây áp lực cho tụi thủ nữa mà. Nhưng mà thường thì tụi công nó phải có những cái thằng có xả đồ chiếm chúc boy á thì mấy thằng off mới có cơ hội chẹt ra, chứ không là thường sẽ bị bên thủ đi chơi trước không. Thầy nhìn thoải mái, đi champion rồi, quá thoải mái rồi. Cùng lắm nếu mà thầy có phàn nàn thì chỉ phàn nàn về những cái bài vở thôi, làm sai thôi không. Tầm này là bắn rất là thoải mái rồi.
From Forsaken, it's what he's looking for. But it's just going to be some information for now that it's more of a default style, at least for the first proceedings. Powerful offline. It's been found by something.
Các bạn thấy không, ngồi kia tụi nó không dám vào em mà biết off mà, thấy không? Xin con ro liền không? Biết something cầm off đây mà. Dám ra mới là. Dám ra mới là. Nó biết cái off bên này rồi, nó tìm thông tin cái off bên này rồi, nó không đi đâu. Dễ gì, tầm này lui về thôi. Cái khó cái tụi Talon bây giờ là giải quyết something á, né theo something là hoặc là contact bắn something. Nếu mà muốn chiếm shop boy nó chỉ có 2 điều kiện nữa thôi, chứ đi mà đánh nhanh mà trúng cửa something thôi là mệt.
Try to pull the attention away because of it. The slow plays into garage has worked out before, but now you got Jing in this spot. He's trying to get away. There's really coming up from the bottom.
Chơi mày là tốt rồi.
Cruz still pushes up.
Ui xong. Just gets Jing before the nightfall hits him for the health disadvantage and the sound cue. The advantage of players now for Talon in towards the seaside.
Mẹ, Simon nó có quả nhảy vãi liền nha.
It's a 1 versus 2 with the drift available. Can hop potato to a different gun.
Ê, nó có quả nhảy hay nha. Nhưng mà mấy pha kiểu double swing á, một thằng nhảy hút vàng thì ok.
Trying to cause him to think.
Gonna get information with that trap wire being destroyed and the shot echoing out. The plant is not sensational for the long spot of Ty, but he will play the one way,
which would cover something's vision if he goes onto the tap, sends out the clone instead and checks out garage.
I mean, it's so doable if he thinks now that they're both playing it long, isn't it?
Oh wait. No, the one-way doesn't cover it at all.
You can see the angle from Long Tai.
Has to get off the right time, though. Now way too low, but at least he has it half. If he baits out both peaks at the same time, still, Thai lands the shot. And Talon will tie things up.
Oh, thought that angle of the spike was a little bit too deep, but never mind me.
Giờ này PRX hết thở rồi.
Talon come out with a good round of trades, a really good round of trades. Despite how low they are at the end, a lot of those duels that PRX are throwing their way. They are just able to answer back with a couple of better numbers, getting them trades, and now the round after the timeout from Talon.
something là half này là ok nè. Không biết là lát đổi half sẽ như thế nào. Tại vì đổi half xong thì nhiều khi phải thay đổi cái lối bắn, và đặc biệt là bây giờ something đang chơi Euro ấy. Nhưng mà trong Euro bây giờ đang khá là bay 19-3, mày một con Euro quỷ. Ui. Thấy mà, Jimmy nên tì thấy mà tụi nó info timing tụi nó spam.
Mammoth entry. Now you got Divide, who's flushed all the way to the back, getting double peeked too. Control over garage. You set up the cage. You set up on C site. Killua's blocking off C long as well. Jing, the only one left, trying to do it all.
Got to bring out that Joman right now. And he's just going to get tapped away by Primi, removing something's drift, removing Divide's Steel Garden, hitting some spicy shots from Talon there. Getting a good bird's eye view on what is happening. And the reason that I say taking down the raid boss, by the way, is because something's on bloody 19 kills already. We've seen so many moments in this stage, in this playoffs area, where we're just
làm gì đáng coi chuyện này có ô tay không? Tôi nghĩ chắc là cỡ 13-10 cho PRX.
No different towards what we're seeing here from something today.
Now you've disarmed this raid boss. He's onto a judge. The money isn't too great.
The drift is still available, and if he can get the timing right or some combinations with the teammate, could certainly be picking up a frag. Speaking of lesser equipment variety, I mean, Talon have 2 outlaws here as well. With the lesser shields of a couple of these PRX members, they can find them pretty easily. I'm kind of wondering, though, was there enough for a rifle on the floor that they can hot potato? There we go. Thank you, Mr. Observer.
PRX
that spot.
Have shifted into a different stance, though, because of these current buys.
Yeah, but Talon, they're not really going to be able to scope that one out over towards C, are they? There's no Forsaken push-up completely this time, so it's a little bit of a waltzing over towards C.
Tới rồi.
The murky waters where
Tới rồi. Bò với chúng tôi.
Chip Boys will be casualty number 1 in this round.
Rifle picked up. Still, though, Seaside would be open, and that's the right spot, unless Forsaken somehow plays into it.
This is where you get the drift in from something and the Steel Garden from Divide, though. You've got the advantage of players, but Primi, he overlooks the corner, no!
Forsaken comes in. That's a weapon picked up.
Phải liền nó mới vừa mát xong thêm có người rụng nữa à.
And something begins to flush Talon into C long. Still, though, trying to hold high, sends out the flash. Hunter's Fury deployed, but everyone from PRX have set foot onto site. More utility.
Cái pha đó từ sớm rồi. Tôi nghĩ nó từ sớm, mục đích nó để muốn bắt người sớm á. Tại nó đang 3-5, nó biết thế nào cũng phải bắn retake cái pha khó nè. Hey, đâu rồi?
5 versus 3 in the post plant. Early Hunter's Fury. Great paranoia that actually comes through.
Chừng một mà nó OT làm cái gì đó.
Killua is trying to line up a shock dart as well to try and remove just the oppressive retake that comes through from PRX. Love the elevation angle, by the way, from Jing, getting on the top of the site there to start to spray as well. But it is a bit of strength in numbers. Both remaining players in Cruz and Killua too, caught in reloads at the end. What a chaotic rounds to come through, but you would expect nothing less in Pacific. 6-6 at the half between these two teams.
Alex said it. You know, they were going to do their best.
Oh, yeah. I'm just really glad we've got some exciting Valorant at the moment. All right, which coach seems scarier when they get angry?
I love how they gave Frost those eyes.
I feel like there's a bit of...
Ông nào để cái bắt ra với liền gì?
A different anger space behind the two.
Ông nào để cái bắt ra thầy Alex nè. Mình cái kiểu cái pha đập bể bàn kính á.
Yeah. Never seen him punch desk.
But you see Alex going, see ya? How many times I tell you? That was hilarious. I instantly thought that is some major Singaporean dad vibes.
I hope Vic is laughing at that one because she's been requesting a little bit more of the Singaporean from you lately.
I tell you already. How many times? But he just went for it. Oh, I love it so much.
Oh, well, I mean,
today.
You're gonna be not too worried, I guess, for Alex, right?
Anh che rồi hả?
They are already in.
Giờ cam để đây thôi chứ biết giờ để đâu đâu, mình không che.
Take their feet off the gas pedal a little bit. They're not seeing Ascent, they're not seeing Corrode. 2 maps that they just haven't revealed here, which is kind of nuts currently. That, Talon even ban Ascent, but it's fine. They don't want to play it either.
And Talon should be the more motivated team this time.
21 kills.
Cam để bên kia che đi mắt.
Oh. Out of this world. We switch it up. Talon on this defensive side, setting up those sensors over at A for the traps of the Yoru. Wonder if something is going to be aware of that with this mid walk from Talon. Primi. Onto Divide.
Quick on the mark. Takes a bit of damage, but over onto the C site.
Got the barrier mesh that's been placed down at the front of Alon.
Nó bắt được Divide là khó nha, không kiểm soát được nha. Giờ còn mỗi Cypher.
So I think Jitboys' camera has spotted it on out. Forsaken kind of unaware by the looks of it that's been noted. Because he's still just sitting there. All right, camera has just tagged him. There you go.
Still though, information plenty for Talon.
Yeah, stacking in the garage. Patman, what can you do?
Has to go in for a three-fired shot, but Jitboys lands it with quick reactions instead. A 3K picked up.
Bây giờ thấy khó rồi nha.
Shut down in the pistol of the second half.
Xếp hàng cho từng người một luôn mà.
Coming out from Jitboys. Well, speaking of Jongjin a little bit earlier from the Korean side of things, and he put Jitboys in his build diff team as a little bit of a troll. There's 4 kills that are going over towards him. What a great garage hold in that one. No engines being revving here today for PRX. That's a great hold of the pistols. That's both pistols.
Vẫn cay mà. Thầy vẫn cay mà.
Well,
tôi nghe thẻ đang nói what you did here.
Pistols for PRX something. No, Divide on the sheriff.
Làm cái gì đó?
I mean, Forsaken has kind of found out that the C side of the map currently doesn't really have too much protectorate of the place from Talon. So just into the C side.
Straight through.
Yeah, Jitboys can't get anything this time.
Clone getting sent out. Primi
Anh vai vẫn có mạng mà.
Frags, but still not quite getting the angles that he wants. They'll just shoot through in the common spots though.
Primi's low. I don't want to see maybe him and Cruz even swap weapons. Going to send in the drone for the first bits of information. Plant down for PRX so far is good. Pistol's getting up close to the spawn side.
You leave Divide and watch for garage with that sheriff that has range. Still though, through the smokes, Jing, the rest of them, they continue to push. That's a weapon possibly picked up for Pat.
Cruz might just need to lob the grav net backside here, which he does.
Which does land onto Jing, but that's a ghost. Pat can still land shots! And now it's a sudden 2v1 Cruz, needing to do it all. Tries to stick it all the way through. Pat gets the Prowler across, but no! The defuse has been stuck! And it will be a ripple clutch up for Cruz.
Để con chó giờ là thấy nó cắn luôn mà. Con chó cắn luôn không chịu dẹt luôn. Anh luôn rồi, nó pha chó thì không nói. Đi.
One member surviving in Cruz there. The haunt misses from Patman. A little bit shaky on the throw. The Prowler as well. Just removing everything from Cruz, just sticks it with no care in the world. It's kind of the only option that he has as well in that moment.
Unbelievable.
It's going to be another scenario, though, that going into the bonus rounds, Talon are not going to be really too equipped, right? Lost a lot in the second anti-eco too. In the second round, rather, the first technical anti-eco.
Một bạn không? Liệu Zipboy có đi xuống hay không? Ui, phải đi phát. Ôi kê, mày family kìa. Các bạn coi cái family kìa. Vãi liền. Mày quá family. Vãi luôn. Mẹ bố Talon. Ngồi thắng hàng kìa.
Well, that's a high low affair to come through from Talon. It's a little bit unfortunate that they don't even come away with a single kill in that spot. They had some investments of some higher weapons as well beyond that Guardian.
You know, speaking of parents, it's Milfoy. What do you pronounce that?
I only know English and I know it very poorly. I'm even awful at Australian slang. You can't ask me about other languages.
Victoria would know about it. Anyway, Talon buying up now.
Yeah, first gun round to come through from them. Getting a little bit closer to that neural theft of Jitboys as well, but something with the Outlaw. Gonna have to pick his prey a little bit more perfect as it's just Primi with the lighter shields. Got this B-side trapwire that comes in from Jitboys on the little angle, something.
Yeah, thấy được cái tay nó đấm vô mồm mà.
To be able to find a frag in this round now, just removed immediately as we get into the C site from PRX in a deficit position.
This is where you get really get to track the 4v5s. Jit Boys already getting information.
Thorns over at the spawn side can buy some time too. Forsaken with the refract. Not active, not available. Getting a little bit forward.
Oh, and just holds the angle. A bit more support from Patman, and they've noted Primi. Not quite seeing Jit Boys, so what is this movement?
Má nhìn anh Cường bắn kiểu rất thoải mái nha, nhưng mà thoải mái này nó hơi quá nha. Anh Cường mày cầm cái lên cứ phiêu với liền nữa.
And he swings for it. Double kill quickly found, but it's the clone as well. 2v1 and Talon just worked that to perfection.
1 versus 4 for Divide would have been a difficult one to try and find, but he was hitting those shots. He even hit the clone of Primi, which is the right utility at the right time there for the retake to come on through from them. Would have been an absolute sensational one. Such a brilliant couple of early first taps in the round as well from both teams. Forsaken does get caught out, aggressive into the window, just crunched upon, but then it's a further crunch that comes upon from Talon too in the eventual retake that seals the deal on this round. Timeout to come on out. I'm going to see PRX's words placed on this one. Well, letters rather. Talon are holding a bit of a lead. It's definitely the avenue that they want to see here to try and get a close on this map pick of their own. Not able to best PRX just yet. What is it, like 5 or 6 in a row that PRX are winning? You look towards this tourney as well, and PRX are not ever seeing a third map. They've all been.
Bữa tôi với em và Dream đi coi phim á. Đi coi phim cách đây mấy hôm á. Phải lục lên chỗ coi phim có ông nào mặc áo ba black thiệt mà áo phách, cái áo phách cái cổ viền nó nhìn vô cái cổ áo là biết liền rồi, chỗ này nó bị bo mỏng á.
Is your research and your game plan strategy at the moment still going the way that you're thinking it is on this defensive side? PRX playing this composition the way that you're expecting it in their movement around the map, in who they're putting in first for these duels. Something has been really locked out of this half so far. 21 kills, now over into 22 in 4 rounds. Only the single kill.
Still making it close though, a bit of economical damage cruised down to a stinger.
Rồi đẩy ra rồi. Đẩy rồi, cái thế bắt đầu giao tranh nữa rồi. Rồi bắn liên tục rồi không chết lại rồi. Rất có mạng 1 nè, Jin cũng hạ gục nè, Jin có 2 mạng nè. Rất đang cố anti sử dụng có thêm một mạng tiếp theo, Jin hiện tại đây có cho mình triple kill và cứu kịp thời thành công người đồng đội của mình. Vị trí mặt là của vị trí của Rimi, đây có một góc kề khá là đẹp nha. Và nếu không cẩn thận thì Jin sẽ nằm xuống và TP sủi đi Rimi cũng như lụm nốt đi cái mạng của Jin. Bây giờ chúng ta có thể thấy là một tình huống này là 3vs2. Lợi thế về người thì đang có, nhưng mà hiện tại thì vị trí của Davai thì đang khá là xa. Lướt thẳng vào trong sai. Tạm thời sẽ có thông tin đến từ anh Cường, nhưng mà anh Cường đấu súng rồi và phải nằm xuống và Remy làm 2. Bây giờ chỉ còn lại một mình vị trí của Davai. Sau đây tôi thời gian nhanh lên xíu nhé. Như thế nào champion á, PRX nè, OQ nè. Rồi không biết nãy các bạn nói đi edit hay không, mà một bạn nói là có đi edit nữa. Anh đợt anh không có coi, không nhớ, không biết. Có nhưng mà một số trận anh không coi. Chưa update hết thông tin. Đi đứng cường hãng City mà. Nhót nghe 2 mạng.
Talon going to achieve double digits here in a very proactive position when they're in that deficit as well. Primi just sneaking back in towards long, getting a great frag. I need to see the POV duel against Forsaken properly, because I think that one is an absolute pivotal one. Annihilation you see there used, doesn't matter. Jing's effort for 3 as well, just removed. Shots out from Primi, really nicely done. Timeout from PRX utilized as well. Not converting into their favor after, but they'll have another crack at this next round with the buy, with the ultis that they throw into it, but an adjustment on this defensive side into the garage with the trapwire. It's low. Oh, and the damage. Oh, they didn't break it. It's the same one. They didn't break it.
Jit Boys, that's a lot of damage. Thinking to go for the kill. What he doesn't know is that Forsaken's hiding underneath.
Camera got some information. Doesn't matter
Anh
anymore.
Cường góc đẹp, Batman bị hạ gục Jit Boy. Viên định đẩy lên khu vực video gara. Thấy được rồi, đục có chết hay không đây? Tạm thời cái anti-vi sẽ buộc đẩy lùi các thành viên của bên phía Talon. Đã nghe được footstep của bên gara rồi và họ liên tục spam vào và chết vào vị trí của Batman. Nằm xuống rồi, quỳ xuống rồi.
Watching his brother six. No, Primi comes out from the back of garage window.
Got to speed up now. Time's a ticking.
Oh, and PRX continues to try to delay as much as possible. The shots all spam through the one choke. Ty now out from
Something
the back.
luck.
The footsteps have been heard.
Hey.
Something for the swing. And with a triple kill in the round, PRX managed to stave off the win streak.
Cruz, unfortunately, in that moment too, catching his teammate in Killua in the grav net. Not able to get in towards the garage, but it draws enough attention away from the window to start to get a couple of kills. Time ticking way too low in the end, and a lot of awkward bullets just spraying around throughout and in amongst the garage. Not able to get the round in the end is Talon. Something just again surviving, able to deliver some damage. Gets the decisive blow in the end, 46 HP. He's tagged through the box.
Vẫn là một quả này chiếm khu vực A-man. Thì có cho mình những mang spam vào vị trí của gara. Spam tạm thời cấu đi cũng ra đây vị trí của anh Cường đây. Anh Cường hơi bị đau những quả spam đấy. Tạm thời có khu vực C rồi nè. Desperation sẽ được đặt xuống thôi. Đẩy ra chết mid rồi, bắt thẳng người mid rồi. Hay quá, Batman là một Batman làm hai, có làm ba hay không đây? Không làm ba rồi. Ơi anh vai này. Ui, anh vai hơi trớ nha.
And the hunt can be on as well. Their economical standpoint is not the greatest. Finding this round here could be worth 2 for PRX to try and tie it up.
It is Forsaken closer to the A side too. PRX just knowing that Talon wasn't going to be playing their standard on the C site.
Ultimates as well, retains for PRX. This is an important one for Killua, has to win this duel. Alright, hold on to the Vandal. A heavy round now to come. The credits, they are about to be battered and broken for Talon if they lose this round. A must win for them to not see double digits from PRX to tie up the scoreline. Starting to get dirty. Starting to get scrappy and requiring the IGLs to really dig deep here.
Oh, the ults too. If you break Talon's economy now, PRX might be able to turn the tides.
Sensor in the garage, trapwires to the A side in this Cypher lock comp. Clear out what you can in the garage, but the barrier mesh gets full activation. Can buy a little bit of time for Cruz to relay to the team. Gekar spotted from Ty and destroyed. I like this proactive space gathering from Cruz too. But you gotta have a little bit
càng nhiều anh là bị cộng ít ha. Dù một trận ít nhất là dưới 20/10. Nếu là elo cũ của em rồi, elo cũ của em rồi bị vượt ngưỡng cho nên là nó sẽ cộng rất ít.
Come down to the kill trips too, Jit boys in position for it, but the Nightfall gets sent across. All decayed and Patman just spams across into Primi. Hunter's Fury as well to buy a bit more space. Jit boys pushes up, Forsaken to trade.
Ty, he's just getting tagged up by his teammates, Hunter's Fury. But we're low now. Ty, Cruz, 3 versus 3. You gotta almost find PRX.
3v3 rất yếu nè. Ty thì cũng háp.
Quite low. Forsaken should have that kill any day of the week, but he turns away. Cruz out for another. Now the hunt is on.
Đúng rồi, kia chắc chắn là đi ba Champion này mày. Kia là coi như xác định là đi Champion rồi. Ôi, mẹ vừa trả lời câu đi comment của bạn kia xong quay qua xin làm ba. Ảo thật sự. Tao coi pha làm ba cũng riêng lại rồi. Nhìn insane dữ vậy.
10 apiece to the sheriffs for Talon. And mid yeehaw from them as well.
Line up. Line up với chúng tôi, mày counter ngay. Quang quả smoke có rõ ràng counter line up ở chỗ này luôn mà, biết luôn mà. Mẹ hiểu ý nhau quá mà.
Bit of special omen tech deployed there.
All of a sudden, it's not high noon anymore unless Killa gets to find something. Something just gate crashes back with the team onto C site. Then the entry goes through. Forsaken.
Good combos with the paranoia and the light speed to get on in, and it is just overwhelming at the moment on this C site. Cruising Killa, just go in and see what damage you can deliver at this point in time. You know you're going to get your weapons coming in the next round.
Oh, PRX could even go.
2v5 là không thể.
Don't need to. It's just the pistols that would only pick up ults.
Rao này ba bác bú nữa rồi. Thua nữa là mày chắc cu nha.
It's more so just economical saving. Don't give an opportunity for Talon to be able to find a kill. With how Jing was looking in the last round, certainly not going to be seeing that. Anywho,
last player hiding side of garage does get spotted. Flawless for PRX up to 11.
That's 4 in a row now. You got to see a timeout from Talon here. They got to play their second one, you'd think, coming into this next gun round. Got a glimpse of it. The timer has just stood still, so they will be coming in with a chit chat, and you can just see it from the both POVs with that omen smoke too. Don't see it be too common anymore, actually, when I'm watching these games around the world, but you love to see it in that sort of situation from a player in the region that was kind of thrown into the omen spot, right?
Tham out rồi.
Slow start.
Talon tham out rồi.
Between Jing and Forsaken when they're picking up that controller role and how to kind of play it, but you're getting more reps. It becomes easier and easier with how they pilot that agent and the ability of these players, the caliber. I mean, we know they can hit shots. Just pick up that tech and still shoot at the end of the day. 11 to 10 now. This is a big timeout to come through from Talon. They could feel this map was going their way, right? At the 10 to 7 mark. Now it starts to slip a bit.
A lot of growth for both teams, but PRX beginning to walk away with this one just based on the pace at which they are operating on attack.
Well, now how much prep PRX have gone into this one as well. When you recognize from an outside view that this Vita was the same one that Talon played against DRX. We just swap Haven and Bind for the first and second maps. It was Lotus as the third. But here we go. On the back of that timeout, we get an operator out for Primi. It was so pivotal for the successes of something on that defensive side, mind you. Early utility over towards A is going to set up the operator on the sewers line. PRX are not even going for it because Jing, he repositioned, but he does get taken down.
Still though, sticking the spike all the way through. Annihilation doesn't land. Forsaken might be stuck in the corner, but still able to play on the
side. Giống nhót hả? Mẹ,
Conversion
sao mà nhót được em? Phải là 1-0 cho tơi gì? Nhót cái gì mà nhót? Sao mà nhót được? Đấy giờ 12. Bây giờ phải cứu hai cái mắt boy. Cứu làm sao được? Chớ thì chớ chứ. Tôi vẫn có là niềm tin là Rao game này là PRX nắm top phải không? Nắm top. Bên kia vẫn tưởng tiền full mà.
Killua cannot escape and is hunted down by Forsaken. It's now map point over towards PRX. Talon got to be feeling it here now. That's 5 in a row. To potentially turn into 6 to close this map. Though Primi, he's not going to bow down without a fight in this one. Taking out Jing, looking for more.
Good jab, if anything. The Prowler drawn out. Not really seeing too much.
Impossible, though, to get a neural theft on towards that position. Going to get a little bit antsy in the midst of this one for a mid-frolic again from Talon.
You're aware the PRX is around A lobby.
Those sprays give you any idea that they might look to push into the window a little bit. You can see Crosshairs trained to that spot. But now we start to shift our attention towards this A site for the split affair from PRX. It's only Primi here.
PRX feels comfortable just here watching their backs.
Ôi, vừa ngước xuống nhìn lên là Jing đã đi rồi. Và bây giờ chúng ta có thể thấy là một cái ultimate của bên phía Talon, đó là Remy, lấy khá là nhiều thông tin trong khu vực A. Qua Blay được tràn ra, đây là tình huống phát A chăng không, rồi quyết định là đánh khu vực A. Vẫn chưa có dấu hiệu là muốn đánh chạy vào lắm. Bài rất trong sai.
Really well done from Talon. They get the first kill. They fall on back, they play to the advantages as Primi, who was looking for a couple of extra pot shots, any extra cheeky damage that he could get away with.
Ảo diệu vậy.
That dimensional drift as a security measure as well to get out from what could have been a sticky situation.
Em thấy này quen à. Chào quen được em. Rao này lụm luôn. Hồi nãy tôi nói là dự đoán 13-10 đúng không? 13-10 cho PRX. Nhưng mà trong đầu tôi vẫn nghĩ là có thể 13-11, nghĩ thêm một cái kết đấy không? Thì đây có thể là cái kết thật sự phía sau tôi nghĩ.
On the A side as well, but you need to have attentions over towards this Bravo location. Something dead to rights by Thai has to get it.
Là và bắt luôn khá là tốt lên từ vị trí của Jin. À không, chính xác hơn là vị trí của anh Cường. Câu đi cái TB nè, mất đi cái slow nè. Tiếc. Mà Talon giờ lo thôi chứ PRX giờ bắn thoải mái mà, tinh thần cực kỳ thoải mái. Quan trọng như tầm này nữa.
Just watching out for A and C link.
You could get the wall down currently in mid if you are Cruz. He's going to throw that out, but they overlook Forsaken.
Used it for the corner, but still the shots going through. PRX is spamming into the one general direction. Forsaken dealing the death blow. 13-11 on Talon's own map pick. PRX take it.
Bây giờ nói gì đi? Gì? Nói rồi, game 1 là của PRX.
But you see such a streak of rounds in a row from PRX to close that map. It will never go down without a fight between these two teams.
Đúng là vô tâm trạng bắn thoải mái là tiện bắn nó cắt bọt ngay ha.
In this series, we turn our attention to a slight reprieve for the players and the coaches here to have a chat and angle their focus in towards the next map in Bind. An interesting one to be put in towards this series for sure. But it's not a map that these teams do not
Nghỉ mấy phút rồi, 50 phút gì á. 50 phút tôi ngã lưng cái các bạn ơi.
But it becomes really laborious as well for Talon.
In that first half, something so crucial to PRX's success. It just felt like it was the something show. He was getting away with just a mockery in the server. Putting some red noses on Talon a little bit there, but when you flip it on up, it's more an effort by committee as well. All of PRX very aligned.
Phanop nhưng là anti PRX kìa. Tao là anti PRX em. Quay. Chứ em là cái gì con? Em là gì? DOS con à? Hay là T1 con? Hay là Genji con?
Excited to see what our desk is going to be able to say about this one because it could have gone either which way in so many different cases. What if a player didn't clutch? What if there was a split second different decision in a certain crucial round? I mean, all these things are always chaotic in a game of Valorant.
And that will be that. You know, Pilsky was mentioning it. 5v4s, 4v5s. We're going to toss it back over onto Desk to break it down.
OcleoP con à. Nói thiệt chứ bây giờ các bạn đó nha. Các bạn fan OcleoP đúng không? Thật ra là các bạn fan công anh. Nói thẳng ra là các bạn fan công anh và các bạn muốn cổ vũ công anh. Trên thực tế là trước khi công anh vào OcleoP thì các bạn đâu phải là fan OcleoP đâu. Đúng không? Mà nếu mà nói chính xác là fan Thế Anh. À, fan công anh. Bị liệu ông kiếm gì Thế Anh tôi bị liệu quá luôn mà.
Pressure mid-rounds in these chaotic situations. Well, the coaches themselves said earlier on this couch, the only difference between these two teams is experience. And I think that's what really showed. PRX had the ability to close this map out when it matters most. Talon, just not enough experience across the board to really manage to win with their backs against the wall like this. We take a look at the scoreboard though. The two Yorus going head-to-head, going absolutely insane this game.
You've got to get really sick of this as Talon. This is the third map in a row that they've lost by 1 or 2 rounds against PRX now. That was the story of the last series. 12, 14, 11, 13. Again, 11, 13 on Haven. Let's try a different map. Oh, God. Unlucky, guys. Lost by 1 round again.
And over again. And you were talking about the main difference being experience there. And we did see a particular round by Cruz, right? Where the way he ended up diffusing that spike, that calm steadiness.
Yeah. I don't know.
And big balls.
Look, honestly, I've heard he's got a back injury. I think something might be weighing him down, to be honest. I've got to be real. He's got some serious strain pulling off diffusers like that.
I'm sorry we're talking about that, Cruz. Your precious parts, but they are big, and you ended up nailing that round, and I think that was a very important round there. But that said, Pat
sao mắt tôi tự nhiên nó cay à? Nó tôi ngồi bình thường nha, nhưng mà tự nhiên tôi mở hai cái đèn lên, mắt tôi tự nhiên nó bị cay à.
And now we have to talk about something, because the first half was absolutely insane.
This guy is unbelievable. He took over this game, ended this first half with 21 kills, I think it was. He was 17-1 at some point. No thanks, well, sorry, every thanks to this operator. He's so good with this weapon.
Yeah, you heard it from Frost on the desk. He said, oh, maybe there's a chance that something just drops 30 on us and runs around with the operator like he did on Icebox. Unfortunately, that would come to pass in the very first half that Talon had to play against PRX. It only went 6-6 overall, and something will be the MVP, but PRX don't get this game across the line if something doesn't go this huge in the first half. It was an incredibly tight first half thanks to something's heroics, and in an 11-13 game where PRX picked up the pieces a little bit more in the second half, and Talon was able to pick up both pistols. I think without something's performance, this map definitely would have gone the way of Talon.
Yeah, he saved them. He hard saved them. He won multiple
Em
rounds
nhắn tin rủ đi ăn nướng nha,
without him doing that. This is a very different map one. Such a well-deserved MVP. 27-12. I mean, this guy is an absolute monster.
Frost has been complaining about this since forever, about PRX just having really good shooters and managing getting themselves out of the most sticky situations. They just shoot themselves out of it. And that's what keeps happening over and over again.
It's borderline unfair.
It is, but it is getting closer now. And now Frost has his own super team that just needs to get more experience. And Bind is going to be our next map. And it was very interesting. You guys pointed out earlier why, because last time it was the other team picking Bind.
Yeah, it was, and also something does play the Yoru on Bind, so there's going to be more of that. He's already feeling comfortable with this agent. It is a very core part of how PRX approach this map. The amount of tricks and misinformation that you can sow, particularly on that defensive side with the Yoru. You can throw your gate crash to the other side of the map and be fast flooding, stacking a site instead of, you know, them hitting the small side over at B. You have the Yoru flooding in, you gate crash over, and then you're throwing a blind side straight through a smoke, and you're trying to flood and defend the side there. So it's a very strong way to play the map, and you can use the TPs very well as well.
Yeah, so Bind is going to be our second map here, unless you guys had another highlight. There were so many cool rounds.
Talon pistols.
Yeah, I mean,
they're pistols.
This has been a massive trend from Talon, but I think, you know, they want to carry on into map 2, is the fact that they've been so good in these pistol rounds. Winning both here, they're the #1 ranked team in the league in pistols. Jit Boys comes up with a massive 4K in this one, but this has been a huge advantage of theirs in every single series, and I think it really sucks to win both pistols and then lose in such a tight game like this.
Yeah, I totally agree, and I think just to shout out Chip Boys for a moment, he was one of their better performers in that very last map. I think, honestly, in this iteration, this full iteration of full tie iteration of Talon, he has kind of been underperforming. He hasn't really been very impactful in terms of the game. He's just kind of been doing his role. But in that last series, that's the Chip Boys that I want to see. That's the Chip Boys that I think early on coming into Talon when he's going for those aggressive lurks. You saw that very sharp first bullet accuracy. This is the guy that would be lurking on the attack and try to walk into the small site and just shoot your anchor in the head.
Yeah, and this is really important for Talon because you need all 5 cylinders like going. If you want to beat a team like PRX who keeps getting out of these super situations.
So lucky.
You're lucky, I know.
Like, I can't believe they just what specific team fluking a Masters win this series? Like, I cannot believe that.
We doing this or what?
But both of these teams, like Bind, lucky or not.
Okay. No sure.
Honestly, I mean, we used to joke about all these teams being really lucky. Has been consistent all year round, and Talon, I'm starting to see that consistency here as well. But both of them still want to play Bind.
Yeah, PaperX have been very good on this map this year. They do pick it this series, but as you were saying, last time this was Talon's pick. This is a map Talon also enjoy playing with that quite unique comp there with that Gecko and the Deadlock. On the other side of PRX, we are expecting double duelist. Jin back away.
Something is such a terror on this map, on the Yoru in particular, and Divide. One of the only maps where he plays something different. We won't see that. For the most part, he's been sticking to Vice lately. I think for Talon, this is a comp that they've been running right since the start of the year, going all the way back to kickoff, and they barely didn't win over PaperX last time as well. So I think it will be very, very disappointing if once again they lose a very tight game here.
Yeah, I'm just remembering what we ended up clipping the last time they played Bind.
What do we
in
clip?
slow-mo with the Raid, when Raid was, Governor was still on the roster. So I wonder if they've learned a bit since last time. They surely will need to, because right now PaperX is in the lead. And even if you come really close, it's not a win.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I do think this is still a good map for Talon. They still have a good chance to manage to turn this series around. Now we take a look at the agent compositions. On the side of PaperX, no changes there. They're running with this double duelist. Certainly was a terror on Yoru on the side. He's going to continue that going forward.
He has a lot of tricks on the defense that Talon have to be ready for, but they had chosen to start attack. For some reason, ever since the start of the year, Talon, whenever they played Bind, they start on attack.
Được
They
quá.
love to do these quick
Bắn đéo gì nãy giờ kìa.
ton of utility. It is that classic Gecko fade, throw utility straight down your throat and get into the post.
Yeah, definitely love it. That's exactly what we were critiquing and highlighting last time. Let's see if they manage to finesse it a little bit further here. As we go into Bind, we're going to send it back to our casters. It's not Achilles. We got Quack and Komodo.
I don't know if it's better. The jury's still out on that one, but we will see what Bind looks like between PaperX and Talon. Talon on the attacking side. We certainly hope to see a map 3.
Yeah, I mean, let's hope Talon that they don't have Sam between the toes and need to wash that out.
Rồi, ăn nó mém vào luôn là 2-0 nha các bạn nha. Map này của PaperX bích map trước của Talon. Bích map cho PaperX.
Last time in that open up map in that series, 11-13 was the scoreline back then too. So you're expecting just another close affair. The attacking side for Talon, they will start once more on the expectation, actually, with the Astra Star already in the teleporter, that there was going to be something sent on through. They can use that a little bit later on as well. PaperX having traps with flashes through the teleporter is really nice when it comes to Bind for me. But something on this walkabout is just going to get punished.
Rồi something.
No game
Something
crunch
ơi.
there. Tried to go for it.
Key
Still,
layer.
this will now be a possible opening for Talon.
Massive rotate already from PaperX. It's a bit of a telltale sign that Talon are going to go to this B site with that first opening kill. And this is why, in the open, just head removed for Thai.
Grab that towards the back as well, though it does kind of stall PaperX, but Jing and Forsaken have already made it past. Forsaken with the classic kills, and now the entire site engulfed in Jit Boys' smokes.
You got to know that this is going to be a possibility, though. Forsaken is already watching the right angle for the spawn wrap, expecting that it might actually be the autonomy lurk to come on through from maybe the actual spawn wrap from A, but...
Ủa, tụi mới ngước xuống bấm điện thoại, bấm lên cái mà... Cái gì 2-1 rồi? Ảo vậy?
Frenzy too, mind you. It's where I'd have sent the other day, he got a couple of kills, but when he switched the guns over to that Ghost, remember, he faltered. It was a crucial round when that one was played there. But now creeping on up. Time. An issue.
Ê rồi, Zip Boy bỏ đi đâu? Đưa cái lưng đây, đưa cái lưng đây, đưa cái lưng đây, đưa cái lưng đây. Trời, ngồi thiền luôn mà, ngồi thiền luôn mà. 1-0 cho PaperX. Lụm ghê ngay cho mình một round chiến thắng. Piston.
They were just getting the kills from in all of the chaos. Even through the dizzy, we're getting kills on PaperX's side. There's a bit of overlooking to come through from Talon in multiple circumstances in that round. Just not expecting PaperX to get a quick rotation as well. Very ambitious to draw utility in the open from Hookah. And again in the open into that realm. Bit of a rough pistol to come through from Talon in the end of it. Maybe just not expecting things from PaperX, really, where you have a name like PaperX. Guys, always expect the unexpected.
How do you do that, though?
Just have a big brain, forehead.
Forehead, 5 head. Right now, it's all 5 players inside of Bats, blocked off by Snakebite.
This utility could absolutely shred them.
Oh, it's Devi shredding them with the stinger. Look at him, he's just running in.
Rồi, Davai cái cho mình 2 mạng. Remy thì bây giờ đã cấu còn nửa lượng máu à. Đừng quên là đây là khu vực sâu, có 3 thành viên của Talon. Đừng thâu nữa. Thâm Thiên tạm thời spam có 1 mạng, và tiếp theo một con chó đi chạy ra, và có mạng tiếp theo và hạ lục not liên cái mạng cuối cùng của Remy. Rao thắng thứ 2 dành cho PRX.
Players alive and 3 bulldogs, in fact. This is where we got to start to see the rifle rounds really come up for Talon, because when you look at that last map pack and you see both pistol rounds, both second rounds going the way of Talon, and then they still end up losing in the end, the rifle rounds are a bit of a pain point. Aggression from PRX already established up the front here from from Jing and Forsaken.
Lại là một bò chay và xong sẽ bóc shot, và thi của cho mình đó là 3 mạng của bên PRX. Bây giờ một cái triple kia, và bên kia đó Batman cũng hạ gục nó đến mạng của Thi, nhưng mà không làm được gì nhiều hơn. Bây giờ một mình Davai, 1vs3, một con controller 1vs3 không phải là dễ dàng, và trên tay của Davai thì là một khẩu shot. Khẩu shot thì làm sao đủ 1vs3. Đây là classic 1vs3 ư.
Still going to be a difficult scenario with the angle that Cruz is holding.
Davai mà clutch 1vs3 với cái classic và cái shot này chắc chắn là viewer donate cho tôi rồi. Viewer sẽ được donate cho tôi. Chắc chắn là như vậy. Rồi một pha đục tham minh ảo đến từ Zitboy, lấy nó đi cái mạng của Davai. Một pha đọc tham minh tình huống rất là tốt đến từ vị trí của Zitboy.
Probably have a bit of a chuckle at the end of that one if you are on Talon. Ty, some really sharp shots to come on out with the gun barrels.
Ui mẹ, 2 mạng còn lại không spam chết rồi. Ảo thực sự.
You've been accidental in that one, and here we go. Yep, shots through. Laugh, get the fist bumps out. Wrap around first round, bonus round for Talon. But what I cast my eyes on again is something that pulled the rug out over on Haven for the defensive side. It's something with the operator. Luckily for Talon, it's on the other side of the map.
The execute looking to go through into A a little bit safer this time. Still got to watch out for the judge though, potentially Devi slipping.
Đánh thẳng vào châu Phật à. Kilo có 1 mạng và Zitboy cũng có đi 1 mạng. Batman không, chính xác hơn là vị trí Davai đang quẩy rất là tốt. Kilo hạ nốt đi cái mạng còn lại. Phía trước thả nguyên một con shot mà Rush bị hạ gục bởi vị trí Something, một cái off đứng trên khu vực Heaven A. Thả chải con lon ra và Chessby đã được hạ xuống rồi. Bây giờ 1vs2, 2 vị trí là Something đã có hết. Bây giờ xử lý như thế nào là Something phải lên tiếng. Bắn ai trước đây, rất khó cho Something trong một tình huống di chuyển như thế này. Thoát được chảy ra rồi và bây giờ đang di chuyển chết backside, chết các thứ rất nhiều. Nhưng mà tình huống TB về spawn rồi. Và điểm Something có thấy được hay không đây, có thấy được cú nhấp nhá được gì? Của Quy đâu là gì ta? Killua. Tại đang xài phím gì đấy à? Tôi đang xài Reindeer. Anh đang xài Reindeer nhá. Reindeer A75 Ultra Edition. Ra bàn phím thì anh nghĩ là cũng không cần phải đầu tư quá nhiều đâu. Đầu tư một mức nào đó thôi là được rồi. Không cần đầu tư nhiều.
Tying it up, 2 and 2. First rifle round, good for them. In that bonus, second one, looking good as well. It was a bit ambitious as well, by the way, from Devi with the judge in the smoke. He's getting tickled by the flames of his teammate. And when I think about this map as well, I always think about when we're having an A play, Jitboy's lurking around outside of baths, outside the teleporter. Already starting to see the PRX know about that as well. So I'll be interested to see what sort of adjustments Jitboys does come out with because of that.
For now, the adjustments just into the B site.
Progressive smoke in towards garden. Got that toxic.
Đây là một round eco của bên phía PRX. Nhìn lượng súng ống thì có Something là một khẩu, trên tay là một khẩu off và Jin có cho mình một khẩu bulldog. Còn lại chỉ là hoàn toàn khẩu serif, con chó đã được trải ra đến từ vị trí của Batman và đã lấy đi một lượng thông tin cần thiết ngoài khu vực Bilon. Và quyết định họ bên phía Talon and Xbox quyết định họ sẽ lui về hoặc đánh lại vòng lại khu vực Kuka. Tôi nghĩ là mục đích vòng loại vực Hookah để có thể gắn lia Hookah, sau đó là sẽ chia người lại khu vực B và đánh tiếp. Và nếu như đánh không được, họ có thể sẽ nhảy TP về trong khu vực A. Họ đang cử một người bò vào khu vực A đó, vị trí của Astra, hoặc là đang kê lại. Không, nhìn trên map thì tôi thấy Astra đã bắt đầu quay lại rồi. Và có vẻ như đây sẽ là tình huống đánh thật vào trong khu vực B. Đồ liên tục lại tràn vô và Jin có một góc đứng khá là đẹp nha. Trên này nổ trên vị trí của Remy và Jin có một mạng rồi. Đa vai cũng có đi mất một mạng, bay một round eco cực kỳ lời và nhặt cái khẩu súng lên, và bây giờ lúc này là quẩy như một khẩu round súng lớn. Vâng, và như vậy là round thắng thứ 3 dành cho bên phía PRX.
Kind of call that one a thrifty, even if the announcer doesn't there. The pistols and the utility that come away from PRX a little bit better than Talon's. I mean, you've got the C's, the Gravnet, the paint shells, the Mosh going all in, even a Dizzy. But at the end of the day, you overlook Jing a little bit, and all of these smokes currently. PRX just finding a couple of crucial angles to be able to pick up those duels instead and be better for it. 3 alive at the end of that one, a bit more stability, and a situation that Talon unhappy with.
Sau một round thua eco như vậy thì bắt đầu bên phía coach của Talon Esports buộc phải timeout để có thể lên tiếng chấn chỉnh những cái học viên của mình. Đây sẽ là một trận đấu khá là quan trọng cho bên phía Talon Esports để dành cho mình một tấm vé có thể bước vào trong Champion Paris.
PRX, I mean, opting for the pick, of course, too, right? Bit cheeky from them with how it's looked, but so far not too bad in the early start here. Got that clean one against T1, of course, but already against Talon with the comp for that 13-11 scoreline last time, and on the back of a Haven 13-11 too. We are just seeing
rồi hội ngộ xong rồi để coi họ sẽ làm gì tiếp theo. Đây sẽ là một round full buy cho bên phía Talon Esports tiếp tục. Và họ đang có cho mình khá nhiều lượng utility. Đó là một cái tên lửa hạ màn, một cái kẻ tường, không chính xác hơn, đúng rồi, như vậy là một cái hạ màn, một cái tên lửa một cái tường của Astra, và cũng như một cái anti đến từ vị trí Deadlock. Tầm Thiên kéo ọc rồi, bắt được không? Bắt được một và TP sủi là thành công nha, bắt một là lợi thế. Và như vậy là khả năng người có thể flash trong team đã nằm xuống. Bây giờ vào xa sẽ rất là khó, và Something có cho mình double kill trong một pha bắn ốp vừa rồi. Quá nhiều lợi thế, và Zipboy của mình làm tiếp tục 2 mạng, và Remy cũng như vậy luôn. Đây là tình huống gọi là 2 vs 1, Remy một phải đấu 2 trong tình huống này. Ôi, anh Cường có một pha kê đẩy về vào lăng, và Remy có nhận biết được điều này hay không đây? Một pha di chuyển tôi nghĩ là sẽ không chết được trong tình huống này đâu. Jimmy đang Jimmy đã chậm lại rồi, có vẻ như họ đang muốn chết lại cái thùng này, và thấy rồi nhưng mà không kịp bắn, và anh Cường có một tình huống bắn tốt hơn so với Jimmy.
Collateral of all things.
Yeah, when you see that cosmic divide cut the site in half, he really only needs to point and shoot at one spot. Very one-dimensional. Tying crews just lining up. Chip boys, I mean, some gorgeous shots, don't get me wrong, but too many targets to allocate toward as well.
Bạn có nghĩ con Talon, các bạn có nghĩ tôi mới nghĩ ra cái gì tự tôi quên nghe người ta. Mẹ nở cái vàng mẹ rồi.
Unfortunate, but the outlaw in this kind of position anyways. It will rip every single one on Talon.
Thì quên ngang mấy cái mình bị vô nghĩ ra. Có bao giờ anh em cũng bị giống tôi không? Tự nhiên kiểu mình vừa nghĩ cái gì đó tự mình quên ngang à. Tới lúc mình nói tự nhiên nó quên ngang à. Già rồi hả? Mà vừa nghĩ cái gì á. Ở miệng nói cái tự nhiên nó quên à. The fuck?
Potential showstopper, but not quite connecting. PRX a little bit trigger happy now, but still, those triggers will ring true. Talon completely stuck around the site, just Jit Boys left. Happy with the plant, but not too happy with the way the winds are going. PRX just collecting on it all.
Oh, is this going to be a scenario where PRX just have another really good defensive start and some sloppiness is seen from Talon?
Vậy là ra tháng thứ 5 dành cho bên phía PRX rồi. Nam chào đây, Nam sao? Nam gì đây? PRX đang có cho mình phong độ rất là tốt trong cái half nơi bên này. Tôi không biết là lấy đội half thì PRX còn giữ phong độ như vậy hay không đây. Bóng này vẫn còn giữ phong độ, và chúng ta có vẻ như PRX đang ở một cái phong độ đỉnh cao trong năm 2025. Và chúng ta cũng mong muốn nhìn thấy một cái phong độ như thế này ở tại Champion.
Send the fake out through the TP. No shots and baits, but something. The operator line, it's poised against Cruz in the corner.
What the? Oh my god!
Thầy luôn, ông Sam Thiên cứ cầm cái ốp ra đẩy đi bắt mấy người lẻ vậy hoài mà kiểu Talon bí luôn mà. Mà các bạn để ý nha, giờ tôi mới để một điều, Talon ít khi có một cái bài rush hay bài đẩy trong side mà nó nhanh cực kỳ liền nha. Đó thì thường họ sẽ trả đồ họ chiếm liền, hiểu không? Còn này là đỡ phải bò chay, họ bò chay nhiều quá. Nãy giờ họ chưa thay đổi gì quá nhiều. Có rồi.
With anything is Talon bar the kill onto Divide. Inconsequential in that round as PRX get another clean one on the board.
For Talon, you kind of feel for them. I mean, that was their buy round. Now you're going to the next without too much. And you just look at how these shots go through.
For me, it's the fact that you're spraying through the wall as Cruz and something still just hits the spot that you're shooting through.
Perfect shot.
Perfect pinpoint accuracy.
Next round comes up now, it's just all the half shields.
Gotta be pacey up. Showstopper goes in behind the rest of the utility. But again, it's the trades that just come through from PRX and they're gorgeous once again.
Boombot out as well. Just continue to stave off the assault.
Ôi, Talon Xbox vừa có một tình huống nào đó tôi vừa quay mặt xuống bấm điện thoại trả lời tin nhắn em Dream bên cục và như vậy là 4 người đã nằm xuống rồi và tiếp tục là round tháng thứ 7 dành cho bên phía PRX. Má cái ốp các bạn thấy không? Cái ốp nó đã quyết định 80% trận đấu mà. Một cái ốp thôi là nó quyết định 80% trận đấu. Chủ yếu là người bắn. Người bắn chắc hơn là nó là 80% trận đấu đấy.
And well, we all know what wins in that situation. And if you don't know, it's the train. The train wins.
I mean, I think at this point where you're going, you don't need tracks.
All roads.
Stinger by now.
Want to go back in time if your Talon's trying to figure out how to get back towards this map, you'd assume, and what's been just ripping you asunder. You're not even having vision on towards Forsaken as you lose Killua.
That's dirty. Now you got the util coming in. No plant secure. Jing just pushes up for it.
Uh-oh. Orbital in lamps. That would lock you out. But you know what else? Well, something with the operator. Now you don't even need to use the orbital. You'll use the drift instead to secure two players of information and combo it and block them. And through the TP as well, Patman looking for what he can. There's one and a second.
Trời ơi. Lối thoát này cho Talon đây. Lối thoát này cho Talon đây. 12 như OcleoP comeback chăng? Khó rồi. Cho tháng thứ 8 rồi. Oh my god. Khó cho Talon rồi. Thở đi.
I mean, if your thigh just rocking a hard place, where do you go? There's really no other place. The fact that Forsaken gets his opening kill already cements the round in.
I mean, there's not too many positions that he needs to start to shoot in that sky smoke, really, is there? Just so destructive at the moment. Everybody on PRX playing some of the best Valorant, really, on this map. 8-4 chance for Talon. See if they can keep this one competitive. It's a good start, and it's a better follow-up. And they've got a B site empty now.
PRX hunting and chasing though. Jing will get shut down. It's another TP. Forsaken having a go at it. Look for the potential wallbang kills, but Talon not giving it up to them until patch site.
And you just respect that. You take the spike over towards A where Jet Boys is going to push in the vents.
Cứ one game thôi, bắn được xíu là one game, bắn được xíu là one game. Lại cái lối chơi PRX nữa rồi, lại cái tàu lượng cảm xúc nữa rồi. Mà đang xem chiêu thấy nó quăng quăng là tôi phải ngồi dậy rồi. E9 9001 F men 3H người không up lên Y5 12.000 trong F với con men với giá 4,5 triệu có bị hố không? Men gì mà 4,5 triệu vậy? Men gì 4,5 triệu? Ấy là up lên chip với men bù thêm 4,5 triệu hả? Hay là cái men 4,5 triệu?
remove the audio and the HP and you rip out a showstopper. If you're very narrow focal pointed up the short angle, for example, that Talon are looking to go towards, well, that could absolutely have a party for PRX.
Still though, with all the smokes and
ý là bù thêm đúng không? Up lên thì bù thêm 4,5 triệu đúng không?
respectful, thinking there might be an op-in.
Premier's one away from the annihilation as well, so you might be able to get that out. And yeah, I mean, an operator at this position, you wouldn't put it past PRX, who was still swimming in cash. Sending the thrash. It's going to be the first point of contact in towards this site that can get immediately removed, and it's going to be something in the gate crash. Yes, again, he's had a couple of times that he's been felled in that.
Still though, PRX quick with the ults, ripped across. Jing looking
Chưa
for
biết
the
là main gì.
showstopper, but Thai
Nếu mà
just
main B
pushes
trở
up
lên
front.
thì cũng
Forsaken
tạm chấp
in an
nhận được.
unexpected angle. Gets
Main
2
Z thì nó
kills.
ok,
Kill up for the
ổn.
trade. Now just Divide left. Cosmic divided up as well. He doesn't expect Thai around the corner. Talon will manage to bring out a fourth.
Oh, could have been a little bit
Có main
awkward
Z chứ main
there.
ít nữa, nhưng mà mình nghĩ là main Z là mắt binh.
Some shots start to come your way. Denial of the
Main B
spike.
thì
You
cũng
did take
mất
too
ổn.
long. Round could have been taken away from you, but
Là thay vì bỏ 20 mấy triệu ở mấy cái máy Intel thì tôi nghĩ là máy AMD đi. Nhầm mà tôi nhớ. Thì nó đang nói chuyện bạn này xong tôi nhớ lại cái chuyện hôm qua bạn nào đề xuất cái màn hình 4 mấy triệu, ai là 20 mấy triệu. Nhầm.
Just push you 6 feet under again and again. 8-4 discussions at the half for them.
Nếu mà em có lúa thì em đổi qua AMD. AMD giờ mạnh mà, chơi FPS ok mà.
A couple of good retakes, but just not enough gas in the defensive side to get the job done. It was PRX's aggression.
AMD chơi game FPS thì mát binh nha. Nói chung mà chơi game bắn súng thì nó mát binh. Mấy game esports cạnh tranh này cái thứ là ok.
Certainly doesn't look like it with the way that things are going. That said, you consider maybe the composition on Talon's side on the defense.
When Alex get angry, this one's cooler than the Raze and the Yora thing. When Alex gets angry, he slams the desk or he calls a timeout.
Why not both?
No, I mean, he always slams the desk and sometimes he calls the timeout. So you're kind of playing on the back of one is expected and one is like.
Đây cũng đợi cái hát nha, 84.
There was a time that he kind of kicked something over and broke a PC or something a couple of years ago. But enough of that. Out of the halftime, and we'll go straight into it. PRX once again on the attack.
Gonna get a good defensive pistol here as Talon to start things up. Dropping the first pistol in this map. Want to add to their tally count with all their success, but this is again rapid from PRX.
Cruz though, alongside some other Talon members outside of Garden. Get some information and Cruz with a double flick.
Gotta look for more though. Talon, they got an advantage in players, but the Hunter's still starting to come on tie.
Just holding true. Firing more shots into the smoke. Jit Boys with support on that frenzy. And Talon will take the pistol this time.
Yeah, there we go. Frenzy for Jit Boys. Some good utility coming out with the train of smokes that PRX put on the site. Cruz getting a double. Huge increases on the kill.
Như vậy là Talon đã có cho mình một round thắng rồi sau khi đổi với half. Và có thể đây là một round eco, nhưng mà đừng quên là PRX bắn những cái round mà eco nó cũng ảo ma lắm, đừng khinh thường. Đây có thể là một cái bước ngoặt cho Talon lấy một tí động lực. Bên PRX thì bắn rất là thoải mái, còn riêng Talon thì bây giờ đang rất là áp lực. Vừa áp lực để giành tấm vé đi Champion.
Just want to make sure that you aren't haunted by the last time that this one come through.
PRX noting that Talon was playing around Garden last time.
Đẩy một con chó ra biết được có người khu vực luôn. Cách táp xong thu TP dội. Ôi, đéo gì đây? Mà em spam ảo nữa rồi. Lại ảo rồi đấy.
Removing Divide from the equation. Again, you're playing long lines if at all possible here as Talon.
PRX just spreading themselves thin across the map too.
Repositions from Talon here. Still access to a lot of good utility. Grabbing that to come online as it is just Premi on this A site.
Perfect angle. Maybe a couple more, but with the information, looking for potential GravNet angle as well.
Like that sonic sensor, the trigger for the nebula.
Okay, paint shells isolates one. Hear the footsteps.
Khó là tôi cảm giác PRX bắt đầu hơi khó rồi đó. Nhưng mà Eco vẫn coi full nhưng mà tôi chỉ đang có cảm giác PRX đang bắt đầu cảm giác được cái cảm nhận cái nhịp độ khó rồi.
Can you shut down the first buy round of PRX in this bonus scenario?
You really haven't seen too much out of PRX's attack just yet, barring the pistol where they went in the full rush into B. That's where you look to the defensive utility that Talon will look to employ. Stars up towards B long.
PRX nearing 90% with the double duelist comps.
Lại nhường à.
Close to long. You see this position a lot, by the way, on Bind. A player getting close to the smoke. Wasn't even revealed there, expecting more players, but it's a bit of a showers play here. And that's just going to rinse you. Maybe not. Grimmy getting too hungry.
I got the double TP. Trying to delay it as much as possible with the incendiaries too. PRX looking for an entry into the A site.
You're just stuck. You know that PRX can hang around a little bit towards that teleporter. You need to see Talon dig deep to get out of that spot. And Jitboys, I mean, you say his name, but he's not really going to become active here at all. He's hoping the PRX come back towards his spot. Now we've flipped the map essentially, and Talon have to attack into this A site.
Đấu là hay nè, hai mạng này xâm thân nằm xuống nè, lợi thế về người nè, hơn máu nè. Tình huống kê bắt shot này tôi nghĩ là sẽ bắt được. Bắt. Một nè. Cái mạng, hai nè. Rồi cuối nốt luôn bên cánh trái, on your left. Hay. Rồi. Gỡ cái nút thắt rồi, Gỡ cái nút thắt rồi.
Not really tickled too hard in that round. Not off put whatsoever, even by the double TP play. For me, you had a great start, right? You remove something, but you just get ahead of the sensor. You get trapped in the GravNet. That is actually immediately quick, by the way, from Forsaken to get the stim pack down. Even GravNetted down, you just get them shots out real rapid. And that can be very cheeky. Do love that. An opportunity now for PRX for double digits, as you say, but for Talon, a necessary step here to get another rifle round on the board. Sensor baited out.
Chúng ta đến với round thứ 16 nha các bạn nha. Và bây giờ có vẻ như các thành viên của PRX họ đang giữ hâu ngay tại khu vực A main. Chính xác hơn là khu vực short. Họ đang tập trung lại khu vực short và đừng quên là Astra đang đẩy khu vực Bilon. Có vẻ như đây là một lượng thông tin rất cần thiết cho các thành viên bên phía Talon Esports. Và họ đang hầu như bắt người về tập trung khu vực A rất đông. Đây là một màn khi mà PRX đánh vào trong khu vực A sẽ rất là nguy hiểm nha. Và PRX đang cố làm gì đó được hay không? Hay là Go sẽ đấu tay? Thắng. Đấu tay ăn thì thắng. Rồi thôi.
Still though, the dive in from something as well as Jing. Oh, and it actually gets in towards lamps. Still though, the trade's coming through and Killua will be able to find a bit more space, but Jing still firing. Killua into the smokes, and he's been snuffed out. PRX have reached the 10th.
Ác quá. Ra tháng thứ 10. Kiểu này 13, 7, 13, 9 rồi. Kiểu này 13, 7, 13, 9 rồi. Đó là 13, 10 như tôi dự đoán.
You've got access
yes,
to a lot of mollies to the GravNet as well that you can chuck earlier on to use it as some information on the hit. When you have such a massive flank, you know they're in showers or short, but you don't budge proactively to go and get some earlier duels. Very problematic spot now that Talon are in, back to the drawing board.
Kéo người cả lon. Chiếu một lon, một cái recon. Ôi, quay. Ngoài một pha. Vãi đá chưa? Ôi, anh Thịnh bắn kìa. Mê. Bây giờ Remy đẩy ra. Thấy không đây? Không thấy rồi. Và Davai đang có một pha thăm minh kê lại. Và chuẩn bị cút. Không cút rồi. Ném này, nhảy né nè. Nhảy né rất tốt đến từ vị trí của Davai này. Gỡ là thành công. Ôi. Davai ngồi lì bắn luôn mà. Stray luôn mà. Cương luôn mà. Căng thế. Ôi. Dao luôn mà. Anh Cường dao là chết rồi, lại chim chóc ở đây rồi,
If you want Talon to have this one in regulation, they need to be having a flawless run now. For the remainder of this defensive side, they knew that this was going to be a tough series. They've been closer in the last engagement on this map of Bind, but it feels like right now today, PRX have learnt their weaknesses and they are ever so pressing forward with their strengths.
Just have no idea where they're about to go. Talon trying to get proactive this time. Triple peeked into something.
Đẩy lên rồi.
And with that opening kill, trying to set up across.
Ôi chơi lại nguyên khu vực short nè. Ngon. Ui. Em sen nhanh mới gì bắn mấy cái quả flash vậy được chứ sen chậm gì sao nổi. Điên rồi. Anti thì tạm thời đang bị điếc mà, đang anti. Bên kia này bị điếc chưa dám đẩy liền đâu. Ok, chéo với nhau, dẹt bắn một này làm hai không làm hai rồi. Đây mạng là thành công.
Oh, we could have been starting to cook with gas, but I won't count Patman out. Now you do. With Primi for the closer. A lifeline to Talon.
Mém được.
But they still need to be just ever so
rồi, liệu có đây là một cái chuỗi comeback cho bên phía Talon Esports hay không?
I certainly like it when Talon begins to get proactive. The opening shots, creating PRX into going for these duels. Just down to the 1v2.
You'll still have a lot of confidence here as Talon to make sure that you don't get scared. It's not like you're out of contention.
Vẫn lại là những màn đánh vào trong khu vực A short. Euro của anti nè, tạm thời phá đi một cái trap đánh lóc rồi nè. Mất đi cái trap khu vực A man. Đây là một cái mà sẽ rất là khó và đa vai. Một pha chơi flank đã kết thúc đi hai thành viên và chỉ còn một mình vị trí của Thi thôi. Nhưng mà không sao, vì trước mặt là vẫn còn vị trí của anh Cường và họ đang có một tình huống đẩy double người trong khu vực này và anti deep đến từ vị trí của Racing và Forsaken cũng hạ luôn cái anti của mình và bây giờ chỉ còn vị trí của Remy có làm 4 được hay không đây? Yes sir. Yes sir. Có làm được hay không đây? Một cái layup. Một cái layup, một mau. Không được rồi.
Oh, that was 11 HP at the end there for Primi. He could not touch the flames there, but even Forsaken will make sure that he cannot carry on. That is now series point.
Game đéo gì nhanh nhỉ?
12-7. There's 5 of them to play for, to book their ticket to the grand finals of Pacific, to set their sights on yet another trophy in 2025. And for Talon, it's 5 rounds that they have to try and navigate through now to even have a chance.
Mà khoan, match boy chúng ta chưa nói được gì đâu. Các bạn để đi. Khi mà tới match boy nó luôn nó sẽ mà nó hay có một mạch lắm. Bên Talon hiện tại là đang khá là yếu tiền nha các bạn nhá. Họ bay vài cái Stinger, một cái Garden, chỉ có 2 Vandal thôi. Tấm vé champion càng lúc càng xa Talon. Liệu có một phép màu nào giống như OcleoP cho Talon hay không? Đường nào đây, đường nào đây? Hết rồi, hết cơ hội rồi. Và như vậy là 2-0 cho bên phía PRX. Không có bất kỳ một tấm vé nào cho champion cho bên phía Talon cả. Yes sir.
They are looking to take down everybody in Pacific at the moment, booking their ticket, of course, already to Japan, already to Champions Paris, but they are looking to have another checkbox here in Pacific. The grand finals is what they set their sights on. And for the dreamy eyes of DRX at the moment as well, they are still alive as Talon have one more opportunity to try and get into Champions Paris for themselves as well. They will have to sit pretty now for quite some time before they get into that lower game over in Japan, because there is, of course, one more series today to see who they will be meeting as the challenger there.
It's going to be either T1 or RRQ. The RXs kind of helping each other out. That's it, though. Completely not out of it yet, but PRX carrying their championship form all the way through, every step of the way in Pacific.
Just unrelenting, really.
So
aggressive, so oppressive in the server across both maps here. They come out with a very clean bind for 13-7. We've even got Bok on the stage. As PRX will take the victory.
Concealing some maps too.
Concealing Ascent, concealing Corrode. But what we know that they're not concealing is their voice. As we're going to have a chat with them now.
A clean 2-0 for PRX to get themselves into the grand finals. Congratulations, you guys. Congratulations, something. Join me for an interview over here. Over here. 네, PRX의 something 선수 만나보도록 하겠습니다. 승리 축하드립니다. 이렇게 오늘 승리로 스테이지 2 결승 진출에 성공했습니다. 먼저 스테이지 2 돌아보면 어떤 시간이었는지 그리고 결승에 진출하게 된 소감부터 여쭤보도록 할게요. Congratulations, something. PRX will be in the grand finals in Tokyo. Now, when you look back at how stage 2 went, can you evaluate stage 2 for us, and also how does it feel to make it to grand finals?
Of course, it feels great to make in grand finals in Japan, where I basically came from as an esports player. Of course, I feel great, and also about stage 2 overall. I mean, it's not finished yet, but I feel like we only dropped 2 maps to Zeta so far, so it's pretty good, you know.
먼저 이렇게 결승에 진출하게 되면서 또 something 선수의 커리어가 시작됐던 일본으로 돌아가서 결승을 치르게 될 수 있어서 너무너무 기쁘다고 얘기를 하고요. 그리고 스테이지 2를 돌아보면 아직 다 끝난 건 아니지만 그래도 제타에게 2세트 내주만 빼면 꽤나 순항했다고 생각하기 때문에 전반적으로 굉장히 뿌듯하고 좋은 시간이었다.
Xì bài. Mình bắn trận ranh đi à. Làm cái trận ranh. PRX đến champion PRX đến PRX lên champion ngày hôm trước rồi. PRX này hôm nay chỉ bắn theo lịch thôi. PRX là bắn theo kiểu theo lịch thôi em ơi. Thua đi anh, thua kệ. Không quan trọng gì em.
Match found.
Chắc băng trận đi tôi off, tôi nghĩ chắc là không có trận 2 đâu. Kia cũng đi champion rồi.
Stand in my way. I dare you. We treat this like any other job. No more, no less.
Spike. We forgot the spike.
Yes, spy it.
Hả?
Spike's here.
Oh.
Cussing!
No escape. Dropping grenade. Reloading.
60 hit.
So good.
One more.
Pushing.
Lower.
Embarrassing.
City.
Last player standing. Team Ace.
Breach. Between us, we have 3 very strong arms, don't we?
Spike's here.
You buy satchel? Pistol please. You buy satchel or no?
No.
Stand back. Come back.
Yeah.
Done. Flash out.
Spike carriers down. I got the spike. Spike down A.
Flash.
Spike carriers down.
Flash.
Last player standing.
60. Overheal.
Ui. Let's try.
Look out for that raise, fam. Can't have you blowing up.
Someone get the spike.
Someone's B.
I got flash. Pushing.
Blinding.
Reloading.
We go B, just go A, bro. We don't have scan something.
Okay. Then we TP.
Reloading.
Yes. One TP.
TP. Can we
There's over. To be short.
stock? There's one raise.
Go farm shot, bro.
First, I'm low, bro.
To city.
What you mean?
We can go B.
Bro, let's just go B.
Be clear.
Yeah.
100 sky.
Around smoke. 20 seconds.
Spike planted.
One city.
One lay up and on top
Right
here.
there.
Sky low.
Watching here.
The dog.
My side.
One enemy remaining.
One more.
Get flung.
One.
Gonna scope.
Right, is
Fly. Yeah. Em biết nha.
What?
I'm low.
I'm holding right.
Thinking
worse.
Knock me down, I'll get right back up.
I need to blow something up.
Done.
Cussing! Come on, let's go! Watch your eyes!
Controller jet.
Blocking smokes. Satchel out.
Good.
Cover me plan.
I beg city for you guys.
Oh, what the fuck?
Uneven.
Right here.
Going up! Spike planted! Blinding! Watch your eyes! Flash out!
To city.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining. Refreshing. ready. You know what we should do? I'll tell you. We should win.
Wait again, don't throw this.
Bro, I didn't throw. My mom called. I can't hear any shit. Sorry. I don't want you, Hall.
Right there. Too late. My ult's ready.
That's it, okay.
Flashing for you.
Flash out.
Cover me.
I've got your track.
Spike planted.
No gun. Sorry, play set.
Let me play.
I full T, Brim.
Yeah, I'm
Ulti.
Never left.
Go, rest.
Bro, I don't know.
Play set.
Enemy remaining.
Nice.
Bro, I'm stunned.
I don't have to pack
Bro,
heavy.
you lay in my zone.
Remember, stay out of the fire. Super high level tactic. Remember that, yeah?
Mẹ kêu anti mà cứ đứng chạy trong cái vùng của tao sao tao anti?
They don't have money. Shotgun.
Get out of my way. Bomb buddy out.
They push. Bad.
Under smoke. Hold on.
Going up.
Door.
Spike planted.
Just short flank.
Flash out.
Left flank. Sky flank.
Enemy spotted A.
So what? He went flank.
Bro, Sky have a gun. Flank.
Left side box.
Last player standing.
7.
Guys, I don't know why we just play like. Bro, can you guys steal?
Thrifty.
Okay, I only have like 78 grenades left. Hopefully that's enough.
Too eager. Forgot the spike. Blinding.
Sky and Guardian.
Can you smoke like this?
Okay, now we're...
This here. They know how to.
You want me to smoke?
Yeah, smoke. On my back.
Okay. I'll run. No one takes spike.
Dropping hooks.
On triple.
I got
60. Hello.
last player standing.
Why no one takes spy, bro?
Yeah, we play default, right?
Their death demands our attention.
Just go A easy, we have risk, can go all easy with flash. Just careful inside the smoke.
He's a low.
Hey, I said my molly for Tham. Okay, molly smoke.
Next back, let's hold.
Reloading.
Got out.
Flash out.
Get it. Satchel out.
Dropping smoke.
Fire in my hole.
Blasting.
I'm planting.
Get blank, Phoenix.
I got flash heaven, flashing.
Blinding.
deployed. You had your fun. My turn. One enemy remaining.
Out of charges.
Watching here.
He was dogging here. He was dogging CT. He was dogging CT. No one.
Watching here.
I'm watching heaven.
I'm low.
4 seconds, I have smoke.
80.
No peeking.
Concussing.
Combat is a means to an end, and we are the means.
Em chỉ toàn nha.
Please, can you stand for me?
Yeah.
Viper.
Dropping smoke.
Bro, why you let to TP to where?
Spike down A.
Spike.
I know exactly where you are.
My ult is ready. Last player standing. Spike down B. Flawless.
Time to take these arms for a spin.
Go stand again. Just stand early, no need to.
Start.
No need to call, just stand early, bro.
Got the spike. Concussing.
Bomb buddy out.
Separate.
Dropping smokes.
104 raise backside. 104 backside. Raise low.
You can take a TP.
Yeah, I think that TP.
Wish. What? Bro, what the fuck are you looking?
Spike down A. Last player standing.
I'm holding for you.
What? What you want? Close stay here. He move first. I need cover move.
Drop in a smoke.
Trời ơi, thằng con TB, thằng con đéo TB, còn thằng lồn thì chạy qua nó đéo nhìn cho mình còn đang đứng dưới đường nữa.
Let's do this.
Cầm spy mà chơi đi. Nó gọn.
Go stand again.
Go back low.
Trevor.
Enemy spotted B. Ciao. Go get him.
Press B. Outlaw.
Wait. Just wait.
Triple.
Looking for the trip.
Reloading.
Watch your eyes.
Nhìn con
20.
má nhìn con đi chơi với ngài hối nói gì á.
Last player standing. Spike down A. Last round before the switch.
In i sjöselden.
Dropping smoke.
Come on, let's go!
Enemy
Watch your
spotted
eyes!
here.
Blasting!
Reload. Back like I never left.
Careful now.
Right here.
Flash out.
Get out of my way. Enemy spotted A.
Qua backside qua heaven.
Enemy remaining.
Hold.
Last player standing. Clutch. Switching sides.
The battlefield changes with every play.
He's not even gonna fucking jump.
BB.
Target spotted B. Meet this area.
Trevor!
Cái shot.
Blinding!
Spike planted. Last player standing.
You man ready for a light show?
Hey, no hop.
Behind me.
Khó kiếm mẹ con tin.
GG idiot, stupid team, GG ageless.
Spike planted.
Concussing! Clearing out! Got here.
Last player standing. Flawless.
Trust me, they'll know what hit them.
No hop. Rồi, hết trận nghỉ. Quá mệt.
Trevor!
Okay. Enemy spotted B.
Flash out! Blasting!
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Concussing!
Match point.
Mà thì bắn solo lẻ lẻ chết thì sao mà chơi. Chết lẻ xong tụi nó cứ chia ra, một đi đây, một đi đây, hai đi đây, một đi đây. Wow.
Viên.
Weak.
One enemy remaining.
I'll just let you think about that one, alright? Don't be spending too many brain cells figuring them out.
Overthinking is just as bad as underthinking. Sensor destroyed. Multiple targets being
Bomb buddy out.
grenade! Pull them to their grave, reeling them in. Target escape.
You had your fun. My turn.
Help.
I've got your trail.
Spike planted.
Jets grounded.
Concussing!
Last player standing.
Blasting! Pitiful.
One more left.
Attackers win.
Như vậy Đức Dũng nói mình chơi là thua. Thôi đéo chơi nữa. Quá đủ. I see by. Chắc nghỉ với mọi người ơi. Bye 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 bye. Anh em qua mấy anh game khác quất bật ti nhé. Chắc là tôi nghỉ. I see bye. Bye anh em. Chắc tôi chủ yếu tôi coi trận này thôi.